Missed that. This is certainly a lane that can trade very, very heavily back, but you know, TSM is going to have to be careful because Vayne is not.
Yeah, that's why they're sitting back here, just trying to get those klepto procs off like you talked about, make use of the spell thieves and the constant Targon charges as well. Sven goes in for a trade against the wall.
Be able to find that stun on the Sneaky there, who flashes away, looking to keep himself alive, but no, sir! It's first blood over to Sven.
Sven and Smoothie, but here we go!
Into the mid lane, Bjergsen now gonna be in some trouble himself. Sleep coming down, more damage going through. Niski's able to find himself a kill, but here comes the counterattack. It's Acadian making it 1-for-1.
And we got an action-packed early game here, everybody, with a counter from Acadian.
And here it is one more time. Sneaky trying to utilize this brush. He is warded out. Sven finds the opportunity, gets the condemn straight into the wall, no hesitation. Ignite comes in before any healing could from Smoothie.
Yeah, I think in that scenario, you have to flash early as Sneaky so the condemn doesn't hit you into the wall. Then mid lane, CNR are like, okay, we're gonna answer right back. They do dive the turret. Sven takes the turret shot for Niski. However, Acadian is on the way up the mid lane, and so they stem the bleeding here. Acadian actually venturing very deep into C9 territory. I think they may have an inkling here. Svenskaren's going to collapse on him.
Important to note, Hecarim level 6, Gragas level 5. Definite advantage there. Acadian already going to use the smite. Onto the Gromp, Svenskaren coming in now, looking to maybe find some damage here onto this guy. There comes your onslaught of shadows. And Acadian is way too far in enemy territory.
You said they needed a big horse. They can get one.
Broken Blade will break Licorice in the 1v1. Let's take another look at how this happened here in top lane.
Gets booted back, so the ultimate
he
already had the E as he was dropping through.
Yeah, Licorice just wanted to reset the wave, I believe, there. So he was just trying to reject him out after the TP. But the E was connected too early.
And speaking of the Sona and Tarek on the bot side, never mind, mid lane's got some action.
2v2 is going to be breaking out if Svenskaren can get here in time. Having to pick his target now, goes for Bjergsen. He's able to find the damage, and one more spin of the scythe should do it. He comes into the stasis, and Svenskaren will cut him down.
Take this onslaught.
Yeah, and here this is one more time. Niski had the redemption, does drop it very early as he sees that they're going to be going forward. He knows Hecarim is coming from behind, and despite the flash here from Bjergsen, that charge will connect.
Yeah, then he's able to get the ultimate off for the extra range here, force Bjergsen to use the early stopwatch, still in dangerous territory, and takes him down.
Between the Cloud9 members, but 100 gold's not exactly something you're going to write home about. As Svenskaren nearly one-shots the enemy support. Smoothie going to be in some trouble after that, but Onslaught of Shadows coming in, looking to find him, take him down.
Acadian too.
Svenskaren is on a killing spree, and Acadian will be slammed into the ground.
Yes, he is really strong up there, but you can see how strong this Hecarim is. Just absolutely deleting Smoothie. Can't even do anything.
Yep, then we know the teleport does complete, and nowhere for Acadian to go. They get the double charge off. Looking for these angles for the Sleepy Trouble bubble throughout the mid lane over all of these walls. See if they actually get punished here, though. Niski going in. Broken Blade is on a ward.
Here's Licorice.
Nice damage coming out from Niski onto Bjergsen. Going to force the flash over the wall as Licorice comes to collapse.
Oh.
Sneaky
Getting channeled. Broken Blade could be in some trouble here. Sneaky coming in. Svenskaren going to be taken very low. Taken down. Shut down. Credit over to Broken Blade. And Niski's going to kill onto Acadian in response. 2 dead on the side of Cloud9 as Licorice will fall to Broken Blade.
For C9.
All right, here this is one more time. They wanted to collapse on Broken Blade, but the E over the wall not only denied Svenskaren's charge, it denied any opportunity for Licorice to try to stun him against the wall. Then Sneaky comes in, but look at this burst. There's no resistances built up on the Hecarim.
Yeah, big burst damage there from Broken Blade at the beginning. Acadian also going in. They secure the extra kill. You can see Broken Blade controlling the top side of the red jungle here, but he might get collapsed on. Licorice is closing in.
And Tarek is here this time if they want a hard engage. Licorice is coming in from behind.
Licorice manages to throw Smoothie out of the fight, but he'll make his way back in. Going to be stolen away by Sneaky to start off the fight. Acadian now in some trouble. Going to be taken down by the Sona here as well. Cloud9 coming up big in this one.
But you gotta stay alive. You gotta stay safe in these team fights, and we'll see if he's gonna be able to do it because a Warrior Triforce stun this early on Jungle Hecarim is terrifying.
Fight could be starting off here. Broken Blade into the smoke.
Inside.
Down to half HP, but here comes your initiation. Acadian looking to start things off. Going to be Ryle Growth knocked away, though. Licorice will accidentally save the enemy jungler, but he's able to take down Smoothie at the same time. Damage comes through for Cloud9, and this team fight is fierce.
Again, C9 grouped up as 5. Big advantage here, and TSM went for the engagement.
And when you look at the inventory, he's not even building towards the hourglass, so things like this happen.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. Acadian is on a control ward. He sees the squishies grouped up together, goes right at Bjergsen with the flash initiation, but there's no damage ready to follow up for him. So as soon as he initiates, he has to try and get out of there. Then, luckily for him, he does barely survive the Licorice ultimate. There's nothing left for the TSM squad to finish off that team fight, and they get run away.
You are doomed.
And this is probably their most powerful point here in the mid game. Very big item spikes of these AP burst damage coming through. Lichbane for Sneaky, adding so much.
TSM's heading to Baron. They're going to try to sneak this while C9 is actually pushing on the bottom side. This is huge.
You have Blade of the Ruined King, Rage Blade Bane. This will go down incredibly quickly once that is stacked. Look at the health bar just deplete and deplete, but they cannot do it quickly enough. They know Cloud9 is on the way.
Splitting the map, trying to push out side lanes with their mobile Akali, with the Vayne, and try and get pressure in multiple areas. But there's so much speed on Cloud9 with Hecarim, with Sona's speed up to chase you down. That's very dangerous. Baron here.
Arcadian loses 80% of his HP in a single shot. There's no way for him to go into the pit and try to contest. Baron's going to be taken down. Cloud9, having already secured the objective, will now look for the fight. They'll find Bjergsen, they'll find Smoothie, they'll find Sven, and Cloud9 will look to find the win right here. Vayne is down, and Cloud9 is on the victory march.
Super there to march it down mid and close out game number 1 in just over 26 minutes.
It was back and forth for quite a while in the early game, but TSM fell apart after Cloud9 doing their team play. They're on to the Nexus itself. They'll go into the ultimate just to look cool while they do it, and they'll take down the Nexus and win game 1.
TSM unable to gain enough map pressure to make use of the Vayne, of the Akali, and C9 grouping up for some big team fight wins.
Engage on a team that has Kennen and Braum right next to them. They can make a lot of...
People want to commit to this. Remember, there's no TP on the top laners and no GPL.
Broken Blade is already here. He's roamed down through mid lane. He can join the fight rather easily. He might be a second or two late, but his opponent cannot join.
Niski!
But Niski manages to steal it away.
Acadian did not use Smite. That is nerves if you have ever seen it. To lose that to a Morgana pool.
That is not an acceptable error, and you can see there.
Yeah. Regenning health, regenning mana, being able to clear out these waves over and over and over.
Bottom side, Svenskeren now coming in trying to make the play. Smoothie gonna be hopping to safety, getting himself back to bed, but here comes your execution! And Svenskeren will find first blood.
That's a good build, but then still build into AP fights.
Yeah,
Bottom
the active.
side. Oh boy. Ooh.
Your AP damage. Meanwhile, Bjergsen in the mid lane is going very close to Niski here.
Bjergsen might be in some trouble, trying to get himself away from the ult. He does manage to get back in time. Zazel's made his way in the fight now, trying to get himself to safety as the counter cage comes out. Broken Blade coming around from the corner, looking to maybe make something happen there. Won't be able to find the angle. Niski alive at 200 HP.
And what's the TP from Licorice as well? So they want to try to get this dragon. Niski is so low. I think it could be a really tough fight for them to take, but he doesn't have teleport to actually reset on the map right now.
Niski is trying to stay at range. Fire those bindings in the fight. The artillery here for his team, or maybe just put up some more tormented soil on the Drake. Pull off a miracle here for a second time. TSM looking for the chance to make something happen. They're looking to go in. It's a Broken Blade going into the back lines of Cloud9, looking to find the CC. Not going to get a whole lot just yet. Smoothie's going to be taken down by Niski. Svenskeren now finding the damage. Sven's going to be executed. Svenskeren takes him down. Acadian's cut down next. And that is 4 kills, Cloud9.
Take another look at how this fight started out, though.
Yeah, it really is. And here it is one more time. Acadian does look for the engage. Some of this Ash Poke has taken its toll, though. Look at the health bars. Acadian, Smoothie, already fairly low when they go in. Sneaky able to flash out, gets devoured. The ultimate not too effective from Broken Blade.
Yeah, Acadian actually ulted in and then EQ'd out on Jarvan there. And C9 take that opportunity with the Devour coming through from Zazel, keeping everyone safe to clean this one up on the outside. Svenskeren went straight for Bjergsen there in the back line as Rek'Sai was able to burst him down. It takes a while to channel. TSM are actually the ones continuing to lease this dragon.
TSM doing a good job, even from behind, using what they have in the top lane, in the possibility of getting a flank off with Broken Blade to maintain control of this Drake pit. And now it's going to be a Smite fight yet again. Acadian down to half HP. Drake going to be taken down by the side of C9. As the Rek'Sai ultimate comes through, Acadian's going to be taken low. Svenskeren going to be forced into the fight. The Gangplank ulti comes down. GP looking to work his way into the fight. Sven going to be taken low now as well, getting himself away. Broken Blade with the flash over the wall. Sneaky takes down Sven, but he's going to fall himself. It's 80 carry for 80 carry so far as Bjergsen eliminates Niski and now tries to get himself away from Licorice. Broken Blade grabs the kill onto Zazel as the Pirate will run down that poor little Corki, and Licorice goes on a killing spree.
very, very close. And here this is one more time. It's down to Sven and Acadian. You can see Sven timing the E and the smite. QE smite right there, executes it down. And then the fight begins in earnest as the two solo laners are TPing in.
Yeah, then we have a bit of a split fight here where the Braum ultimate cuts the river in two. Sneaky on your screen goes very offensive, trying to take down these 3 TSM members, and in the end does get Sven, but Broken Blade coming in the backside stops them. Bjergsen in the 1v2 kills Niski. Licorice will eventually chase him down and finish up one extra one, but then again on the bottom side of your screen, TSM continues to chase.
Yeah, and that was honestly a pretty close duel there between Licorice and Bjergsen. That Hex Drinker actually coming in so big to so effectively fight this battle, and that is why TSM is here grouped up, trying to get Vision back.
Scarin might be in some trouble though going forward. Acadian now going to be taking a lot of damage, goes into the stasis, keeping himself alive. Smoothie having to run away. The Jarvan will fall. There goes Smoothie next. It's a rampage for Licorice, and Cloud9 find 2.
They can just start up the Baron now here. There's no...
and makes this pick happen.
All right, TSM trying to push through the jungle to clear out those control wards. SemiFinals, he's going to get the knock-up here onto Acadian as he goes for the EQ. They trade damage, and Acadian has to use his stopwatch early. Really on the bottom side of your screen, though, Licorice does so much work with the gangplank. He zones out the 2 TSM carries.
Team looked kind of shaky here in game number 1, and although he's not doing poorly here in game number 2, it really is Licorice popping off on this GP. 6 out of 9 kill participation, has a second BF sword in the inventory. Acadian eats the arrow to the back, and now the follow-up damage will come through. He tries to issue a dunk, but instead, Licorice has managed to make it so this one's already mostly dead in terms of the turret, and Scarin will keep the minion wave enchanted here in the mid lane.
Down to this TP flower.
In. Broken Blade trying to make something happen. Zazel getting himself away with a thick skin for now. Can they manage to catch up? Smoothie's gonna say yes. Bjergsen grabs kill number 1 as Cloud9 tries to head everybody else all the way out. Broken Blade going into the ultimate, popping the stasis now as well, having to flash away. Acadian goes right back in the fight, still looking to make something pop off here. Smoothie's rooted up, damage coming through. Scarin over the wall, looking to take down Broken Blade. The damage is there. He's in a rampage, and now TSM are in retreat. It's 4 versus 5 for Cloud9, but they're running through the health bars of TSM. Licorice goes forward, looking to drop some barrels and some damage, but TSM will disengage. They get themselves back into the base, but Scarin is still looking for in-him.
It's Scarin versus TSM. He chases them back to the in-him. They get it with double teleports, backing him up, and C9 are done.
They all recalled all 3 TP back in. They're going to try to end the game here.
Cloud9 going for the end. The teleport comes in. Still no Broken Blade for 10 seconds. Bjergsen into the root. The damage is down. Licorice unstoppable. And Cloud9 are marching to their second victory of this series. TSM will try to hold, but there is no way they can 3v5 this here. Cloud9 have made their way over the Nexus, and they have made their way to match point.
C9 don't waste a second. 1 Baron, 1 game in 27 minutes, 10 seconds finished up.
As the pick for Cloud9 will be the Jinx. What is scarier than a 1v9 hyper carry, a 1v9 hyper carry with TK and Zillion?
And I actually love this. When they're going to lock in something like Ezreal and defend this turret with him, we'll see if they're going to be able to hang on to it.
Looks like Acadian coming too.
Broken Blade hanging out in this brush. Trying to get himself away now. Scarin shows up. Broken Blade's just trying to buy enough time for his jungler to get there. Scarin makes his way forward. EQ combo is down. Predator popped by Acadian, who's able to find some damage onto Scarin. There goes the cask as well. Scarin trying to now drop the Cataclysm to turn things around, but it's first blood over to TSM.
What a patient...
The Jason here, this is one more time. C9 was aware of where he was. You can tell that from the barrel chain, but Broken Blade goes in, he buys time with the Ghost Blade, jumping away, getting back to Acadian, who then comes in, and they're able to actually find the right target, and it's a great ult to split up the 2 members.
Yep, gonna knock back Scarin. He then doesn't have any option except for ulting in and trying to flash away, but Broken Blade finds the follow on the chase. They get the turret afterwards, and he is making a teleport towards the Infernal.
It is teleport advantage for the side of TSM. Broken Blade coming down now. Nice damage onto Sneaky. True shot barrage. Sneaky's out of the fight. You have to abdicate this Drake.
Yep, you land a couple skill shots on the enemy carry, and that's a dragon.
Yeah, Sneaky having flashbacks to the last time they played TSM with that poke comp.
I mentioned it when we saw the first Bud play in the top side, but Acadian coming out on top in that situation, making it so Svenskeren doesn't snowball himself early on, pays big dividends for this team. And now Broken Blade is making it happen yet again, but the cast will not be at the proper angle, and Licorice walks away.
That is an enormous advantage. Oh my god.
Man, you want to talk about some advantages. Sven finds a kill onto Sneaky for
C9. Sneaky will still be back up for this, but here it is one more time. Sven straight in, hits the Cutlass. He just gets one combo pretty much. Yep. They really do not want to give up a double Infernal, though. If TSM can win this handily, they could potentially even go to the Baron.
Here comes TSM. Broken Blade with a nice shock blast over the wall. Going to find the health bars of both Niski and Sneaky. The Zillion nearly killed. True Shot Barrage will find him, but critically, it does not pop the ult.
Kill, you get the objective. And TSM land poke damage, forcing the Zillion ult, forcing him back to base. Get side lane pressure. Broken Blade gets attacked, 2v1.
All right, Zazel's coming in. This is what we were talking about with Tom Kench being able to punish the split pushers. EQ combo not going to find the mark, but Sneaky's able to grab himself the kill with the super mega death rocket.
For the rest of this game, all lanes are trying to push ahead. Threatening a dive here. Acadian's charging up.
Smoothie over the wall might be able to make something happen here as well. Svenskeren looking to come back around from the other side. Acadian going to be taking a lot of damage, taken very low, having to get himself away. Sidestepping away from the rocket, goes into the stasis. The bombs come down, the damage goes out.
Trying to chip away at this turret. They're now TPing in behind him. They're going to try to corral him and potentially go for a Baron after.
If they can catch Broken Blade here, that'll be a pretty big pick, but Zazel's going to be interrupted. He tries to go in with the Abyssal Voyage. Instead, he's going to be taken down. Brought back to life by the power of the Zillion Ultimate, but can he get away for a second time? Thick Skin says no. Bjergsen says no, and TSM grabs a kill.
Not only did TSM save Broken Blade with that stop, but they also find themselves another kill in the mid lane. Sven
trying to get himself away. Already had to pop the flash, getting away from Cloud9 here initially.
Coming in.
Trying to stop something. TP going in. True Shot Barrage cutting through Cloud9 health bars. Broken Blade into the back line. Going to be taken down by Sneaky. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
It's a bloodbath in the mid lane. Bjergsen gets a double, though.
They could...
Zazel, Sneaky, Licorice moving forward, trying to stop this Baron at about 1/3 HP. Sneaky with the zap over the wall. Acadian has no stasis. Sneaky fires off the super mega death rocket. Acadian having to back himself away. Cloud9 will successfully ward them off the Baron.
Such a dangerous situation. They do back off. Let's take another look at how it started, though.
Yeah, so Zazel had to walk so far up to actually get the range to ult over to top lane. He did not realize TSM was still in the area. So Sven, Bjergsen, Smoothie, they pull the trigger here and look to engage on it.
Bjergsen commits, finds the extra kill. On the backside, we know how that one turned out. Look at the determination on his face. Bjergsen incredibly focused. On the backside, though.
Zap's coming out, but when you compare what a Zap looks like to what Broken Blade's able to do with Semi-Lethality, it's not too scary just yet. Svenskeren looking to go in, able to find the dump on over people. Broken Blade's already down, and Cloud9 find the attack.
Be so big. It's up now to TSM to make
Neutral state, and they did it through this.
Look at this clutch team fight by C9, choosing their moment. Sneaky, getting them on the run, grouping them up. The Licorice ultimate slowing them for Sven to get the perfect Cataclysm.
Damn, I think Bjergsen should just turn evil. Like, I respect that he's got, like, the cleanest slate of any pro, where he's, like, basically never shit-talked, and he always tries to take an objective, like, middling ground on everything.
3-0 on the Akali. He is at a strong point in the game. Certainly someone who could take over a team fight and make a big play, and that's what they're going to be looking for as he's keeping in very far behind.
Bjergsen coming in to try to make some sort of a flank happen, but Cloud9 has the opportunity to still do something before he makes his way into the fight. Smoothie's going to be the target, taken very low. Ultimate keeps him alive for now. A lot of damage on Cloud9, and here comes your janitor, baby! Mop and bucket at the ready. It's Bjergsen on cleanup duty. Svenskaren's going to be taken low. Sneaky's going to be taken down. Zazel drops next. Svenskeren with the flash away, but Bjergsen is spinning that combo all the way around. TSM will find their fight.
When they need him most, the former MVP comes through, teleports in, and TSM pick up 4 for 0.
Point for C9 as you watch, the Devour and the Zillion Ultimate will be used on Sneaky at the exact same time. And this poke and that overlap of cooldowns set up for Bjergsen's team fight.
And before he even gets there, the damage output from TSM setting up these low health kills. This is what Akali loves to see when you arrive late, right? A couple of low health targets goes in for the execute. So much work was done by Acadian Sven, Smoothly buying time and getting those C9 members low.
all business here for Bjergsen.
But TSM will not allow that to happen so easily.
All right, Sneaky going offensive again, gets caught.
Sneaky's on the front line, immediately going to be ulted by the Zillion. Zeyzal now has to save him when he resurrects, or else there's going to be some trouble. Sneaky's going to be gobbled up, Devourer keeping him alive. Niski getting himself away. Sneaky's going to be taken low. Bjergsen still looking to find the damage. He is dominating. Sneaky's in a fight, and Cloud9 is destroyed.
TSM find another team fight. 4 more kills for themselves, and Niski's on the run.
There is a damn good reason this man has played 100 playoff games. Bjergsen is putting the team on his back. He is finding the damage, and he is trying his hardest to get TSM this win.
It's because he keeps on.
Take another look. Sneaky so far forward.
Yeah, Zeyzal needs to be right beside him if you're going to try to play that aggressively onto an Alistar. They do drop the Zillion ultimate immediately, but now you're on so much of the back foot. They're all chunked down, and in comes Bjergsen.
Yeah, that was a big engage from Smoothie on his former lane partner. And then the execution from Bjergsen. 4 deep in C9 members. Finds the kill, survives, and TSM win the fight.
A little bit of a crack. You started that sentence with the Baron is now on the map, and practically before you're even able to end it, the Baron is off the map.
For this Cloud9 team, if Bjergsen has completed the death cap, here comes Svenskar, and they are moving up. Smoothie is setting up for a potential flank. So is Bjergsen.
Elder Drake already at 4,000 HP. Gangplank ultimate called in from Licorice. This is going to be the fight that could very well determine the game. Smoothie going to be taken down to half HP. Bjergsen going into the back line, looking to maybe take down Sneaky. Going to be revived now by the ultimate from Niski. The Dragon is slain by the side of Cloud9, but can they find the fight? Licorice has already been killed off by Bjergsen. Cloud9 still looking to find even more. Sven getting himself away over the wall. It is a 1-for-0 trade. TSM have won the fight, but they lost the objective.
And he comes up huge in this Elder Dragon smite fight. Both junglers in the pit. The Acadian's gonna run out so he doesn't get bursted down, then Blast going back in. Meanwhile, on the top of your screen, TSM do get the kill onto Sneaky, causing the revive from Zillion to come out. That means they can finish up the second one there. Bjergsen kills Licorice, but the critical play on the bottom side was Svenskar taking another objective.
Yep, and he knows that that's got to be a frustrating one for him, losing that smite fight.
You can't afford to make a late game mistake. 40 minutes into the game here with game number 3 on the line. Whoa.
Look at that lifesteal, though.
Sneaky
Insane.
immediately right back up to full, right back
Smoothie's
up to
looking
full
for a fight
shield.
from the top.
Bjergsen's trying to get himself away.
Here comes Smoothie.
Coming in from behind. Able to find the knock up onto 2, but not onto Sneaky. That's going to be the critical target. That's going to be the guy you got to look out for. Smoothie's going to be taken very low, taken down. Licorice grabbing himself the kill. Zeyzal's not going to be killed himself. Thick skin, not even needed to keep him alive. And Cloud9 is on the Baron, but Broken Blade is pushing up the mid lane.
Bjergsen has no ultimate. It would be so hard for TSM to try to take this fight. We'll see if they commit to it.
Sneaky's actually tanking the Baron because he has the lifesteal. Acadian over the wall, going to be eating some crits coming out there from Sneaky. Baron down to about 2k, going to be taken and secured by Svenskar. Bjergsen thrown up into the wall. Sneaky able to find some damage from long range. The bomb strapped to Bjergsen's head. Svenskar having to find himself getting away. Cloud9 losing some health. Still looking to find some damage further on to Sven, getting themselves back now into their own jungle.
Down, it looked for a moment like they might have been able to turn it around, and TSM was setting up this potential flank. Smoothie was supposed to come from above right as Bjergsen comes in from the side, but C9 run away from the bulk of the TSM members towards Bjergsen, pushing him out.
The extra coordination afforded here really benefiting Cloud9 as the 5 members are able to defend.
Mind you, this is almost a full build GP. They see the teleport coming in from Bjergsen.
The TP coming in. Smoothie's looking to isolate Sneaky, but he's going to be gobbled up by Zeyzal. Kept safe for now. Sneaky still looking to find the counterattack. Bjergsen into the back line, trying to find somebody. Licorice already going to be eliminated. Bjergsen now looking to find Sneaky, but he's going to be ulted by the Zillion. Sneaky kept alive, still looking to run and gun. Goes into the resurrection. Svenskar looking to grab the kill on his Sven. Bjergsen already going to be grabbing the kill on now to Zeyzal as well. Niski taken very low. Bjergsen's going to be taken into the stasis. TSM will collapse and destroy Cloud9.
Are you kidding me? TSM got the clean ace!
They're going to try to end their TPing to bot lane. They just want to push this straight up. Their timers are long enough. I think they've done it.
There's 40 seconds until Licorice and Zeyzal are alive. Down! TSM straight into game number 4!
9-0-6 for Bjergsen. He put the team on his back this game. It felt like such an incredible performance in some of these team fights, but TSM so resilient to hang on and to find ways to win these team fights.
But Cloud9 has some warriors on this team. When you look at the Lucian, when you look at the Ryze, the damage potential of these champions, as long as they can close that gap, is there.
Oh, they're doing it!
Oh,
The assassin into Zoe, looking for the assassin play here. Niski throws down the gauntlet.
Oh my God.
I was ignoring this. I thought this was going to be another bait and switch, and everybody would get excited for nothing. But anybody that was spamming Zed or Bed, you better get up out of the sheets, because it's Zed time.
Oh my God, so exciting to see the Zed. And this means it's the blind pick Ryze for Licorice in the top lane here. And will be answered by the Cho'Gath. This is, I mean, they don't have a lot of tank killers, but oh my God, it just feels like it's all about the mid lane.
Look at this, putting so much faith in Niski, going against Bjergsen, TSM star player here, putting him on the Zed, the assassin into Zoe matchup here, looking for those kills. TSM have been flirting with the Zed pick.
Things like sometimes, you know, even Proto Belt Rush and these sort of styles where you can pair up with your jungler, and post 6, you can just burst someone down so incredibly quick.
And that's the key.
And they're going to make sure that that's not a good option here. Svenskeren now looking for mid.
Again, like we talked about, if you can burn a Zoe summoner spell early on, the Zed gains so much pressure in this lane.
Oh, nice knock-up. Bjergsen tries to greed for it, not use the flash, thinking maybe he can walk out of the way, but he takes so much damage.
One again towards mid lane here.
Bjergsen taking some damage from Niski, who walks off to the side just in case Bjergsen was getting a little...
So he's called his jungler here. Bjergsen has the barrier back and active.
Here comes Svenskeren. He's able to find the knockup, and there goes your death mark. Bjergsen's going to be taken low. The barrier comes out. Ignite continues to tick, and the proc will not be there. Niski nearly gets him on the fadeaway Shuriken throw,
Broken Blade
making his way over. A nice buffer. Svenskeren stays alive, but only for a moment, and TSM find first blood.
Allowing himself to survive with almost no health.
Yeah, that almost stepped back up towards the shadow and got a shuriken in the face. Didn't finish him off.
Licorice with some damage here onto Acadian, who
has no
may
flash.
just be punished. Licorice just flashing.
Kill flash over and finish it up. Licorice just kind of walks into his own jungle, finds the enemy jungler and gets it up. Here's the all-in on Bjergsen though. Svenskeren did flash forward to try and get some extra damage. The barrier comes through, but there it is, walking close to the shadow. Acadian trying to come over and answer. They pincer Svenskeren, and even though the Q does go off and the dash is going to go through,
Watch available, and I don't think that's someone you can actually all in.
Niski versus Acadian, 1v1, not gonna be 1v1 for long, and Acadian takes him out, assassinating the assassin.
there you go. Acadian finds the kill for TSM, and they actually start the dragon up. Here comes Cloud9's bottom.
Cloud9 trying to stop this one, make up for the fact that their mid laner is down. Zazel eating some poke. Bjergsen not going to find the paddle star on that one. Sleepy Trouble Bubble also going to miss the mark. Acadian still here in the pit, looking to lock this one down. Svenskeren goes in, but it's going to be secured by the side of TSM. Acadian now able to find even more damage. Zazel looking to get himself away, but TSM has already won the objective and the fight. Here comes your Rek'Sai ulti. That's a double kill over to Acadian.
Ahead, it has not worked whatsoever. Acadian gets the assassination, and then C9 trying to get this, the Justice Punch from Smoothie, interrupting the flag and drag. That was sick.
Smoothie said he wanted nothing more than to defeat Cloud9. He makes a big play there, interrupting the possibility of steal on the dragon, and they chase down the extra kill. TSM looking like they want to hear Silver Scrapes. It's dangerous to go after Rek'Sai, you get knocked up. The ultimate can buy a lot of time too. Licorice, though, is their next target. Teleport's coming through. Acadian already has positioning on the Tribush, and he can tunnel over that wall.
If Acadian gets this knockup, remember, that's what we were talking about earlier. It easily facilitates Cho'Gath landing everything. Acadian manages to flash for the knockup. The Realm Warp will not find the mark. And Broken Blade is hungry, but lunch is denied because Acadian's on a rampage.
You can't flash those. Acadian opening up the map as well. They will sacrifice bottom side.
Scarin goes in, tries to initiate something here. Smoothie getting himself away for now, tries to use the heroic entrance as an exit, instead going to be burned down, and Sneaky's piercing light will find his heart. You automatically have a 1,000 damage smite. These fights are not nearly as even as they otherwise would be, and Broken Blade and TSM are deciding to start up the mountain trade.
If you use it on the dragon, you don't have it for the fight.
But they won't need it if they're able to find the initiation like that. Svenskeren is already down. Smoothie going to be in some trouble now. Bursted out to Winter's Bite, making sure of it. Niski going in looking to find the kill on the Broken Blade. Sneaky's able to secure that one. And Cloud9 have now pulled ahead in the fight. Sneaky dashing forward, looking to grab the damage onto that enemy mid laner. Bjergsen firing back. And that's a pound as Acadian moves in even further. Realm Warp will save Cloud9.
Second time this game, people trying to flash out of that Rek'Sai ultimate. That is a no-no. It's been on this patch for a while.
Definitely a scrappy brawl here around the dragon. Here's how it started out. Smoothie went in for the flash, and they're able to 100% the kill here before Svenskeren wakes up from the sleepy trouble bubble, but then there's no way out. C9 do answer back. They take down Smoothie. Then there's the ultimate here onto Broken Blade, and they get in before he's able to lay that feast down. But the poke from TSM, Ezreal, and Zoe here, doing so much damage to get the kill on a Sneaky. Acadian's able to find the Phrase Trigger. He activates the ultimate and chases him through for an extra kill.
Yeah, and that was a really good ult from Ryze to get at least the soul lanes out of there, but Bjergsen is so focused in these team fights.
Cloth armor, so still pretty vulnerable. Sneaky's able to find some firing time. Licorice looking to get away with the Realm Warp, but the silence says no. Acadian says no, and Broken Blade says, I'm hungry, man. Thank you very much, Dash. Once more under the rift, and now the Baron is started up by Cloud9. The one ward in that pit from TSM is already disabled by a control ward. Zeyzal will sweep out the backside of the pit. A blue ward placed down slightly outside will reveal that Cloud9 is up to something. Svenskaren's down to about 1/3 HP. This could be very dire if it goes badly for them. Niski's gonna be in some trouble, taken very low, taken down. Bjergsen grabs that kill, and TSM will now look to make even more happen. Baron is still going to be aggro. This is a leash. TSM has now taken over the pit. They've taken over the Drake. It is secured by Broken Blade, and TSM has some hell of momentum now. 3 dead on Cloud9.
Before the game is fully in their hands, and this is Sven base checking a Zed, but that combo was honestly failed pretty hard. I'm not even sure that the Shurikens really hit. And then he kind of taunted back in, he flashed away and then shot it back. Like, he wasn't able to really get too much done onto Sven. Broken Blade just goes straight over the wall. They smite and then feast this down, and they take the Baron.
Cho'Gath there is your trump card for the Baron. Able to get the feast off. Svenskeren tries to go back in. Pretty good timing on it to try and save that and grab the Baron.
Mid lane, the tier 2 will fall. Acadian's not with the rest of the squad, but TSM is not concerned. Righteous Glory coming out from Broken Blade. Stasis will buy him some time. Glacial Fissure not going to find him marked, but Svenskeren will. Broken Blade in some trouble. Going to be taken very low, but not quite taken down. Niski going in the middle of everyone, but he's going to be killed immediately. Sven goes on a killing spree. They lose their top laner, but TSM will win the fight. Now they're on to the inhib. Now they're pushing even further in. They're going for the end of this game. Nexus turret number 1 under fire, taken down to half HP. Acadian going behind enemy lines, looking to grab the kill onto Sneaky. Taunt's gonna be used, but not even needed. The health bars evaporate. Cloud9 evaporates, and TSM in 25 quick minutes will take us to game number 5.
C9 dominated game number 1 and game number 2, but it's TSM with the fastest game of the series in game number 4, and it is TSM with all the momentum as we go into Silver Scrapes.
This is what TSM fans wanted to see. This is what League of Legends fans wanted to see in terms of getting all 5 games. Broken Blade against this Ornn. What do they want to put him on? Do we want to see him on a carry? It looks like they're saying, we'll answer your team fighting, we'll answer your scaling with something that does both.
And this is such a tough matchup for the Ornn. You really do not have much kill threat at all on someone like a Vladimir. He can go Klepto, he can farm and scale up off of you.
Pizza delivery Sivir. Svenskaren's in the enemy jungle, though. Bjergsen walks up to drop a ward. Is going to be knocked up into the air. A lot of damage coming out. Sleepy Trouble Bubble makes its way onto him.
Will they wait it out?
They're trying to make sure they don't proc that ulti. They don't want to give him the heal. They're going to make him use his flash and send him home.
Definitely a big one there with no flash left on the mid lane. Gonna have to play a little bit more carefully. He does have teleport as well, doesn't?
Here it is the catalyst to have a bit more health, a little bit more of a buffer to survive any potential Zoe burst.
Again, in the early game, Rek'Sai going all in, flash knockup on a Kindred. You will die so quickly with collapsing lanes. And they've even brought out Zeyzal here, roaming after the first.
I don't know if he's been spotted yet. I don't think he has.
Meanwhile, Niski's going to be collapsed on by 3 here in the mid lane. Tries to get himself away. Glacial Fissure not going to find the mark. Smoothie going to be tanking up the turret. Niski getting himself away. He'll stay alive. Broken Blade doing the same in the top side as the game gets paused.
And Acadian's around, but it's going to be too dangerous to try and get in.
Yeah.
Well, or is it?
Looks like TSM is not going to take this one lying down. It'll be a contest of smites here for the Mountain Drake, as Zazel's gonna be going in, looking to knock these guys up into the air. Lamb's Respite immediately coming down. Acadian taken very low, gonna be Zillion ulted now as well. Cloud9 looking to get themselves away. Broken Blade into the back lines, looking to make the damage happen onto Niski, as Sneaky has to get himself away. TSM launching their counterattack. Licorice comes in over the wall. It's first blood over to Bjergsen, but now TSM has lost their AD carry. They're gonna lose their support. They've lost their jungler, and Cloud9 will win the fight.
Any minions, and let's take a look at how it started. Now, one of the biggest things for me is Sneaky on the bottom of your screen is sectioned off from C9. Zazel goes for the flash engage. Big knock up here. The Kindred ultimate going down ensures that no one's going to get bursted, but during that time you try and get the other members low. Then the Zillion ultimate comes through for after that expires, and we have two different team fights here. Broken Blade on the top side of your map with the Vladimir pushing off those two members, whereas Sneaky easier time collapsing on TSM.
Well, sleep hits.
Acadian will be put to sleep here. Will the damage come in? Zazel looking to go in, but he won't be able to find the knockup. Instead, he could be in some trouble. Licorice coming around from behind. The Ornhorn will find the mark, but Bjergsen's able to kill Zazel at the very start of the fight. Acadian's going to be going to sleep here yet again. He will be taken down. Svenskeren having to flash away. 1 for 1. Niski on the front line having to flash out. Broken Blade from behind. The flank comes in, and Cloud9 is on the run. Licorice has to flash away, but Broken Blade is in hot pursuit. Niski grabs a kill into Sven, and he'll get back out over the wall.
From Niski taking down Sven there, and the initial play, as you called out, was called because there's no turret available. They go in, they try to go forward, they got the Zillion ult, they're trying to wait it out, but they get the Kindred ult. He has stepped back far enough so it was not on top of Zazel. Zazel does go down, but then the trade comes in from Acadian, and this is where you start to think, okay, it could be TSM's fight as Broken Blade joins.
Yeah, he flanks in here with Vladimir, splits the whole team up. A bunch of flashes used there trying to escape. Niski gets back over the wall, second part of his ultimate, has the paddle star, and then he's able to go in, finds that flash on the corner of the wall, gets back out.
Woo! That's a tilter.
Everyone
able to jump in like that and hit the damage.
I had full health.
Situation, but the Zoe jumping in and getting that pick is huge here. Bottom side, it's Licorice and Broken Blade getting into a 1v1, but it will not be a 1v1 here for long. Ultimate's going to be called in, but it cannot be called back. Acadian grabs the kill onto Licorice. It's going to be 1 for 0 TSM. More of these bubbles constantly being a thorn in the side of TSM, but Niski's now in some trouble. Glacial Fissure's able to find the mark onto him. Broken Blade going to now be dropping very low himself, getting away with the pool, nearly going to be taken down. A good save from Bjergsen.
Yeah, that was a nice Zillion ultimate. TSM should still get this drag, and they do.
Kindred ultimate, even when that does come down, counts as a heal as well. Let's see here, though. Niski has the bomb on his head, has to use his Zonias.
Yeah,
Svenskeren goes for the combo. Sneaky's able to go in there. Bomb defusal Sneaky will be the next cosplay.
Yeah, that was actually so smart from Sneaky. The heads up thinking there to grab that bomb with the spell shield, potentially saving Niski from just dying.
Vision.
And that is why they have these pinks in the area, but they're looking for Niski.
Wow, Niski is going to be the target and shut down instantly by the side of TSM. Acadian grabs the kill credit on that one, and Licorice will be number 2. TSM with 2 huge kills. The Braum play is there.
All right, here's another look at it. Niski on Zoe's going for these plays, but Smoothie slides right in, lands the Q for the slow, then follows up with the ultimate. Acadian and Sven both there in time to finish up the kill. And then they've got the stuns onto Licorice as well to pick up number 2.
Control in that river. They have gotten the mid lane priority, and as such can make these moves.
But here comes Zazel. He's going to be starting things off as the Ornhorn is sounded, and Smoothie's going to be taken down. Bjergsen on the run now as Lamb's Respite will keep Acadian and Sven alive, but only for a moment. Sven has that ultimate on him from the Zillion. Likely going to be taken down next. Niski over the wall with the damage as Broken Blade tries to find anyone to apply his Vladimir DPS to. Instead, it's going to be Sneaky. These pizzas are hot and ready, and Broken Blade is taken down.
And take them down, and now track Smoothie here. He uses his shield right now, trying to block the damage coming in from Sneaky, but then Licorice can get a 3-man ult.
Yeah, Orn ultimate does come through, bowls over Bjergsen, stunning him. So Smoothie goes down in the duration. Kindred ultimate wasn't quite close enough to get him, and it is Cloud9 kind of wreaking havoc. Broken Blade is the lone hope for TSM in this fight, the Vladimir, but C9, you can see them scattering around him. Everyone getting low, but not into kill threshold, and they're able to kite that one out. Sven on the outside trying to make something happen in the end with the Ezreal. Isn't able to do it, though.
It's also worth noting the support items that Zeyzal is going for. He's going for Righteous Glory. He's looking for Engage. It is not the Knight's Vow. It is not the Zeke, but he's going in now.
There he goes. He's going to be starting things off. Goes into the ultimate now. Immediately going to be taken down. TSM turned that one around right quick. Sneaky now in some danger, having to get himself away, but the Hemo Blade will claim his life. And it means TSM will take Baron.
He's quite far ahead of the rest of the team, and it's only onto the
Play exactly why we keep highlighting the execution here in the start of these fights. Look at it. Zeyzal goes in. The combo onto Vladimir does get fooled, and all this focus fire immediately onto Zeyzal, taken out immediately with Cloud9 having everyone else still in mid lane.
Yeah, and credit to
Licorice coming around down the lane, ready to go. And here comes Zeyzal in from behind, looking to start things off, but once again, it's too early. Zeyzal's taken down before the rest of the team can do anything, and TSM again enjoys a 5v4.
And they already have. We also have to keep our eyes on the Zoe. The Sleepy Trouble bubbles can draw out big cooldowns if they land. So far, TSM avoiding them, and they're on the last inhibitor turret.
TSM want to take down this inhibitor. If you lose this one, things are dire for Cloud9. They're looking to go in right now. Sven's going to be in some trouble, nearly taken down. Gets the Zillion ultimate now immediately. Acadian's going to be taken very low. Broken Blade in the back. It's shut down over onto Acadian, and that's going to be the first one for the side of Cloud9. Sneaky's at 20% HP, but TSM loses the fight.
hang on. It's Sneaky, of all people, that is essentially starting this fight off. Sneaky just says, all right, if you're not going to engage, I will. He runs up there, just starts going in, getting damage out, and is able to force out the Braum E. Then Zeyzal goes in for the engage on Sven. He's getting pushed out, and Svenskeren is dueling Acadian on the side.
But look at that knockup, too. They still didn't get to reactivate the Ornn ultimate. Then sectioning everyone off. Sneaky still surviving there. That's Sivir.
Or they will have to go back to their base and seed both.
Sven losing half his health there to a paddle star is going to be pretty important. Sven's trying to heal himself up off the move up. Elder Drake's going to be taken down, secured by the side of Cloud9, and TSM now have to second guess, taking some kind of a fight.
Here they go.
Flicker's looking to engage. Broken Blade in the back lines, already going to be pulled up, already knocked up into the air, already going to be driven around, already taken down. Niski gets the kill credit on that one. Svenskeren comes back to life, but he'll surely be the sacrificial lamb. Acadian will buy a moment, but he's also going to keep Svenskeren alive. It's 1-0 Cloud9, but TSM will even it up with Bjergsen.
And as Svenskeren comes up, you have to feel like they need to force around
Teleport's
Baron.
going in. They are going to force it down. Sneaky does have teleport for the Sivir. He cleared that wave. He has to get up there. TSM are going to get it.
Not happening. TSM says we know we have priority over this, and we will secure that Baron. You can see that gold graph. A moderate lead for a long time there for Cloud9. But then when TSM got ahead, they got really ahead. Broken Blade losing about half HP right there. Sneaky having to get himself back. Here comes the Ornn Horn. Licorice not able to deliver on that one. Zeyzal coming in from behind. Acadian's going to be taken low, nearly taken down. Svenskeren the first death here of this fight. Zeyzal still looking at front line on this one. Broken Blade's able to find Hemo Blade on to 2. Sneaky's going to be very low, barely getting himself out alive. Licorice is the next target. TSM 3 for 0. Make it 4. Niski stands alone, and TSM will stake the end of the game right now. Niski tries to fight, but 5 versus 1 is not good odds. It started rough. They made the reverse sweep happen, and TSM will earn their place in St. Louis.
They had 10 straight finals going into last year. Were not able to make it in 2018 and 2019, down 0-2 in the semifinal. Looked like history was repeating itself, but they claw it back and are the first team to claim their place in the finals.
What a well-fought series from both teams. Cloud9 slugging it out early, but TSM with the comeback. Reverse sweep here from the TSM members, who had such a strong end to the spring split. Now heading to St. Louis with that ticket punched.
And this is what I think all the fans wanted to see from this series, the level of competition, I should say. Of course, Cloud9 fans didn't want to see this outcome, but at the same time, Cloud9 played those first 2 games so cleanly, and games 3 and 5 were so close between these squads as well. It was seriously a pleasure to watch, and TSM are going to look pretty beastly in St. Louis.
Yeah, such a high-level series between these two teams. Really very closely fought on both sides.
Now that the series is over, finally we see the emotion outpouring here. The entire game, all the player cameras, stone-faced, focused on their work.
It's like you can finally breathe again. The pressure is off. TSM, they found their win, going to compete for the finals. You mentioned how this was a team that finals was not a goal. When we heard from Sneaky earlier on in this series, he says, oh yeah, it's pretty expected that everybody wants to win, everybody wants to be first. Well, for TSM, it was never so much of a goal as an expectation. Remember, this is the org that has the most wins in LCS history. This is the org that was always at the top.
Ovely has an interview with TSM's player of the series, Bjergsen.
Thanks, Dash. I am here with Bjergsen. Congratulations on winning Player of the Series. Now, for me, it was your Game 3 Akali that just put you way above everyone else.
Ultimate keeps him alive for now. A lot of damage on Cloud9.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
And here comes your janitor, baby! Mop and bucket at the ready. It's Bjergsen on cleanup duty. Svenskera's gonna be taken low.
But what was the series like for you?
Obviously very stressful and very long with all the pauses and the really rough first two games. It felt like I thought we would kind of get the nerves out of the way in the Fox series because we got to play at best of 5 already in playoffs, but still I could feel it. I could feel that we weren't really on point, and it felt like I guess we needed those losses to truly play like we had nothing to lose and really go all out.
And those first two games against Cloud9 of this series were the tough ones. You had the Sona and Tarek, and both of those games incredibly fast. But then after game 2, it looked like you guys understood Cloud9 and pulled off the reverse sweep. So how were you able to pull that off?
I think just kind of calming down a little bit and knowing that, you know, now we have nothing to lose left. We just play as if, you know, as if it's 0-0 again. And I think in the first two games, we felt really antsy and we were kind of fighting everything and not really wanting to give a lot of things up or getting the proper position. So I think it was just about kind of recognizing these things that we're doing wrong, that we don't normally do wrong, and just having the confidence to keep playing and not feel down on ourselves just because we're 0-2.
Now, in this series, I believe you actually had your 100th playoff game. So as a veteran, are you still dealing with these nerves?
Oh, yeah, I'm a little old now, but I mean, I think there's always a little bit of nerves, but I have learned to deal with them much more than a lot of other players that haven't played as long as me. So I feel like since I'm the veteran, I have to be the one to kind of make my teammates feel comfortable and make them feel just ready to play the games. And that kind of takes the nerves off of me because I feel like I just have to focus on my teammates and make sure that they're comfortable and happy and ready to play their best.
And is there anyone from this game or from this series specifically that you'd like to shout out from your team? I spoke with Smoothie and he's like, everyone on TSM did great.
I think Acadian, he didn't play very well the first few games, and I didn't know if he really had it in him to play well in a series like this, but he got better and better every game. He had a really good Rek'Sai game where C9 felt like they had to take his Rek'Sai away in the last game, and then he picked Kindred, and he played really well on the Kindred, maybe better than I've seen him playing Kindred before. So I'm just really happy for Matt that he managed to reset in between the games and come back and play so strongly in the last couple games.
Well, I'm very excited to see both him and the entire team play in the Sheafitz Arena in St. Louis, but your opponent hasn't been decided yet. It's either going to be Team Liquid or FlyQuest. Who do you expect to meet there?
Obviously, TL has looked really strong all split, but I think the best of 5 can definitely go either way. I think that the teams play very differently and they have very different kind of champions and play styles, so I can't really say who we'll be facing, but I think most likely just due to how long a lot of the players on TL have played and how comfortable they are in these high-pressure situations, I think that they'll take the series.
Well, I'm excited to see both that series and your final series in St. Louis. Bjergsen, thank you and congratulations again. For more on the game, let's hear from the State Farm Analyst Desk.